This is going to be 2014 Leaf Autograph Football 2 Jersey break number 18. Let's go ahead and screen share everybody in on the break. All right, Richard S. is at the top, and Anthony T. is at the bottom. We're going to copy this into random.org. If we get the R in on Mr. Richard, there we go. And we're going to paste, and we're going to run through 7 times. Good luck, everybody. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lucky number 7. All right, Spots Rick, he's at the top. Spots Rick's at the bottom. Everybody else somewhere in between of the old Rick sandwich. Let's go ahead and put this into our spreadsheet and follow along, and I will read aloud. All right, Rick, you got the Cardinals. Chris K., you got the Falcons and Ravens. Joe C., the Bills. John L., you got the Panthers. Luis, you got the Bears, Bengals, and Browns right there. David P., you have the Cowboys. Richard S., the Broncos. James B., the Lions. Anthony T., the Packers. Brian B., the Texans. Brad, you got the Colts. Butch, you got the Jaguars. David P., you have the Chiefs. William J., you got the Dolphins. Jason M., the Vikings. Richard S., the Patriots. Luis, you got the Saints. Kaysen, you got the Giants. Walter K., the Jets. Brad W., the Raiders. John L., the Eagles. David P., the Steelers. Brad, you got the Chargers and 49ers. Richard G., the Seahawks. Anthony T., the Rams. Butch, the Buccaneers. William J. C., you got the Titans. And rounding out the list is Rick with the Washington Redskins. So I'm going to scroll back through. You guys take a look at your teams. And if you want to sell a spot, buy a spot, make a trade, now is the time to do so. So we got the Giants for trade. The Chiefs are for trade. Jags are for trade. And Juicy said, let's go Pack and Rams. The Bucks are for trade. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the shrink wrap off while we are discussing any possibility of trade action going on. Butch says the Bucks are out there. Who got the Steelers? Pittsburgh goes to David P. Yeah, David P's in here. Cam and Shady. All right, what do you guys think? I've seen a lot of offers. So we're going to go ahead and rip it open. All right, good luck. Here we go. This is going to be box 1 right here. First up, it looks like it is going to be, looks like a purple people eater. Looks like it's going to be Minnesota Vikings and Paul Krause right here. Minnesota Viking. Mr. Paul Krause, Hall of Fame. I believe he was 98, 97, 97, 98 Hall of Fame. Let's see. Yep, Hall of Fame, 1998. Right there. Mr. Paul Krause. Hall of Fame, 98, Minnesota Vikings, Jason M. That is coming out to you, buddy. Jason M. Congratulations, Jason. All right. Next up. Next up. He owns the Dairy Delight in my town. What town is that, Waza? And how is the dairy? They got good ice cream there? You got to expect a Hall of Famer to be putting out a good product. Double set of Luke would be nice. Mr. Keekley. Do not refresh or leave. Breakers is down. Okay. So you guys stay in here as long as we're functioning. All right, here we go. Good luck. Let's go, Green Bay Cruise. All right, who's it going to be? Dun, 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 dun. Who's it going to be? Well, would you look at that? Mr. Johnny Latner, Heisman winner. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's find out. Mr. Johnny Latner, Heisman winner, 1953, I believe, is the inscription. 53. And this is Notre Dame right here. This is a Notre Dame jersey. This is an Irish jersey. Check that out. How cool is that? He is a Steelers guy, everybody is saying. 1 season with Pittsburgh. That was it, huh? Played 1 season. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is like an old school fabric as well. It's like the heavy material right there. And there's the inscription on it. Awesome. Notre Dame jersey. Matt, I trust you, buddy. If there's anybody I trust that knows the Steelers, it would be you, my friend. All right, so that's going to go out to Pittsburgh Steeler owner David P. David P. Wow, got hurt in the war. Awesome. Sweet, man. Nice hit right there. Notre Dame jersey. That is cool. That is old school as well. Kaysen said, I think I had Notre Dame in this break. All right, so that's going out to David P., and that's going to do it for box number 2. That is going to do it for box number 2 right there. And Matt did call it. He said each time he doesn't get to break, a Pittsburgh Steeler comes out. That was foreshadowing right there. Box number 1. Box number 1 was a, was it a Kruger, right? 1998 Hall of Fame. Yeah, it was a Krause, I'm sorry. All right, we'll throw a case up. All right, congratulations to Jason M. and David P. right there. Yeah, it was a Krause Vikings. Hall of Fame, 1998. All right, so we're going to send that over to YouTube right quick. That is done. That is break 18 on the 2 jersey break right there.